Two Investigates tonight looks at Oakland's underground art scene 1 year after the ghost ship warehouse fire. For years, it was vibrant, and with rents high and spaces at a minimum, musicians and other artists were drawn to spaces off the beaten track. KTVU's Mike Meback has another installment of our week-long series on the ghost ship legacy. He discovered many artists are still struggling to find community.
The art scene in Oakland is vibrant, eclectic. It makes the city what it is, and the night of the ghost ship warehouse fire embodied that feeling. Electronic dance music was playing. Vibrant lights flashed through the room. It was a place where artists, musicians, and creatives could share and express themselves, an underground community providing a refuge for the fringes.
I enjoy a certain style of music, which maybe isn't as much mainstream, and so we tend to look for spaces that accommodate that, which means that sometimes they're a little off the beaten path and maybe not the normal concert venue that you'd be going to.
Chris Treghieri is an artist whose friend Alex Gasson died in the fire.
Alex was larger than life. Talked to a couple different artists all around the Bay that were going there for years, right? And that was an important place for people to come to and come as a community.
But ever since the deadly ghost ship tragedy, that underground arts and party scene has not been the same.
One of the things that's, is so challenging about the aftermath of the fire is that it's a time when it's so important for people to be able to come together, and it becoming increasingly difficult before the fire, and now after the fire has been made almost impossible.
David Birnbaum's brother Jonathan was a video artist at the ghost ship that night.
The unique quality of his work really came from his ability to pull together kind of these collage fragments. He just blew everybody away.
He says those special venues were already in limited supply.
And one of the reasons that the event happened there the night that it did was, basically an act of desperation, because there weren't other places to have the parties.
Birnbaum says these creative underground gatherings have dwindled in the last year.
Not like they used to be.
Some events are still held above ground now at permitted clubs and venues, while other events are held in secret. After the ghost ship fire, there's a fear of too much exposure threatening the close-knit arts community.
These spaces are, they're not, I don't want to say underground, but they're different. They're catering to a different type of crowd and a different type of audience, and yeah, we'll keep it that way.
For a group that is already at risk of being priced out of Oakland, the city's new focus on cracking down on unpermitted spaces is driving some artists away.
That they're already that kind of hidden universe of underground parties in the Bay Area was already in peril before the ghost ship fire even happened, and very much the fire happened because the ground was shrinking. Every other month or so, one of the venues where these things would happen would be lost to eviction.
And while artists recognize that where they gather must be safe, without them, they say Oakland will just not be the same.
These types of spaces pop up because these are places for artists and creatives to come and share community with each other. It creates a void in the community itself.
Mike Meback, KTVU, Fox 2 News.